Yo, what's poppin', MVP gang? It's your boy, Pravi, back with another fresh perspective and some smooth gameplay where I go crazy. Before we even get into the conversation, I want to take a second to give glory to the Most High. I pray everybody watching this right now is blessed, mind, body, and spirit. I pray your family is protected, your purpose is clear, and your grind is aligned with something that's bigger than just wins and losses in a video game. But because at the end of the day, we're not just building records, we building character. Now, with that being said, today we got to talk about something that's going all around. We seeing it all around. 2K just dropped patch 5.1 for NBA 2K26. And according to the notes, this patch is supposed to target the cheating problem pandemic that's been plaguing the entire game for months. Since it came out, it wasn't that bad, and it just spread like a plague and got worse and worse and worse. We talking about the lag switching, the auto greens, the defensive manipulation, the stamina exploits, the small little skips in the screen, the software running through laptops behind the scenes. All the nonsense that turned a great basketball game with great potential into something that felt unplayable for real competitors. Like I had people in my comments saying they want a refund, they want their money back. Like they really want their money back. How they feel bamboozled as players playing the game without especially if you don't have a set team in 2K26, trust me, you're playing the game with a different perspective that from a user who has a set team. Now, I want to be clear about something right from the start. If this patch truly did what it said it did, then 2K26 might just be on the map. And I don't say this just lightly, because the truth is, underneath all the toxic cheating, the users and the frustration, there's actually a very good basketball game sitting there the entire time, and more people will be willing, that's good at the game and want to be cooperative and actually play the right way. They'll easily come back and run into each other. The mechanics are solid. Don't get me wrong, the defense needs a buff interior wise, but the overall systems were solid because in the real NBA, we can see with our own eyes it is an offense based league, and the game should reflect that. But the ability to actually get some stops and get steals, it was there. The build variety, the introduction of the expanded cap breaker and takeover system, it was all solid. The integrity of the game got destroyed when you see people who would rather cheat than actually compete. These softies, these dudes that's not real men, they swear they literally got mental health issues. They will try to justify cheating. Oh, well, this person doing it or this. It's no reason to cheat, bro. I don't care what's going on. I'm not doing it because I'm a man. That's why I don't want to cheat. It's not a good example for my son. I would just leave it that simple. And that's where we're about to find out today, because I'm going to be playing the game throughout the day, testing everything, watching how people move, watching how they shoot, watching how the defense responds, and most importantly, watching whether the cheating is actually gone. I'll be playing all day and tomorrow, capturing the footage, all game modes, and I'll give an update on this video probably Saturday, because if it is, a lot of people is about to get exposed, just flat out. You're going to be able to see the truth. The veil going to be taken off, and I mean that respectfully, but I'm also thankful that it's happening. Like, to see one thing the community doesn't talk about enough outside of just the cheaters themselves. It wasn't just the people running the programs. There were a lot of players, even a lot of bigger creators, who knew exactly was cheating and what was happening and still chose to play with those people anyway. They knew that those inputs wasn't valid. They saw the unrealistic shot timings. They saw the movement patterns that literally didn't exist within the game's mechanics to be done repeatedly. But because it benefited their win percentage, because it helped their stage streak, because it helped their wagers, because it helped them win tournaments, they look the other way. And in my personal opinion, accountability shouldn't just be for the person running the software. Accountability should also account for the people and exist for the people who knowingly benefited from it. Because at the end of the day, integrity matters, not just in real life, but even in something as simple as a competitive game. Like, I feel like everybody who knew, they be in chats together. Y'all understand this? I want everybody gone. Like, everybody that has something to do with it gone. Y'all lucky I'm not the president of CEO. If I would have seen that because they got this information. If I see that you constantly play with a dude whose inputs was invalid, who was constantly using something that was detected as non-user, then you getting banned with that nigga. I would have banned you'd have been packed up with your boy. Trying to act like you don't know he was cheating. Yes, you did. You packed up too. We need that because that's what's really will clean up the community and have it fresh, like a new start, like where we can actually give people the credit that actually deserve it. Because you got to think about the people who've been robbed the most, the developers whose names we don't know, and the people who actually fucking good at the game, and nobody will believe them because you got these dudes out here faking it. Like, let's talk about gameplay for a second, because this is where things get real interesting. One of the biggest lies that started circulating around the community, in my opinion, is defense didn't exist in 2K26. But the truth is, defense was always there. Yes, offense is king. Just like in the NBA, you have to cook or you will be cooked. But the ability to create stops and turnovers consistently, it was there. It just looked like it wasn't because people were, instead of competing, they started using programs instead. Think about it. You're guarding somebody who has unlimited stamina. They're fading into perfect green windows. They hitting moving shots that any normal person will be penalized for taking. Your defensive movement get delayed. Your contest system feel broken. But the reality is the game wasn't broken. They was hacking it and using software for manipulation. So if the patch truly removes those advantages, we're about to see something very interesting happen. You're going to see people who used to look unstoppable suddenly struggle to create offense. Because here's the reality a lot of people are afraid to admit. They never learned how to actually generate open shots. They relied on 2 or 3 screens. They relied on speed exploits. They relied on unrealistic fades. They relied on a dude running a program to carry them and let them only have to shoot because 3-4 people got to try to stop one dude cheating. Well, now you can't play off of that anymore. So now you got to really show that you got skills. A lot of dudes literally played off cheaters knowingly because that was helping them boost their stats and their win percentage. They relied on mechanics that were only effective because they were being boosted by programs. But real basketball IQ, real shot selection and creation and decision making and reading defenses, that's a completely different skill set. And those skills can't be downloaded from a laptop. Y'all got to think, people using laptops because their natural laptop they were born with, their brain cannot process at the same speed that yours can. So their only way to close that gap is to use these softwares. I hope y'all know that. They admitting they are slow. You remember the dudes that used to never raise their hands in class, and then when they used to raise their hands in class, they stumbled on every single word, and then so they found a reason not to come to school. Like, these are the dudes that are the same dudes that are cheaters. They not even smart. A lot of these dudes have to pay somebody else to even set the program up for them. They're not even smart enough to set the program up, bro. That's how slow they are. Like, now another thing that stood out in the patch notes is the language about ongoing security updates. That's huge, because one of the biggest mistakes that these decisions wasn't made earlier in the year. They should have been did this. Any updates, they can't react slowly. Like, any updates to the cheaters, they do anything to learn how to make it snow again. You cannot react slowly at all. They need a 24/7 fight against cheaters and to detect them 24/7. If it's not already a position that is filled at 2K that is available for hire people, they should make it one. And I'm so passionate about getting cheating out of it. I personally work within it myself. Most dudes play a lot of games. I only played 2K for the last 2K. I ain't one of them dudes that played a bunch of games. I played one game. I'm a hoop. I'm gonna play some ball. Like it replaced that, doing that in real life for me. Like I used to go and hoop with my cousin all the time. He hurt himself one night when we was drinking and talking trash to each other, and we all ended up at some court, and then he ended up hurting himself that night, and that ended my hoop career in real life. Like where I used to go to different courts, I used to go to different gyms, and we would just hoop. He my only relative I know that lived down here, and I don't go to courts dolo. I always go with somebody I know, just in case something pop off. I know you would get active. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going somewhere with some dudes I don't really know like that. And then, because where I come from, it can go down. So I'm like, I don't go nowhere with somebody I don't know won't get active. Like, I can't question your ability to, especially at a basketball court, because I know growing up, going to real basketball courts, what happens at basketball courts. I've seen plenty of stuff happen at basketball. A lot of fights happen at basketball courts because it's real. That's how I know a lot of you ain't never been at the basketball courts for real, in real life. Because the stuff you do, the behaviors you do on this game get you socked out. Like immediately. You be beaten up. Ain't nobody about to tolerate that. Not in real life. So that's how you know some of these dudes ain't never hooped before. But that's what I'm saying. It was literally killing one of my favorite things to do at the work or between my tasks, like on or off on my off days. Like, if they can clean that cheating up, bro. If the cheating pops up, I'm telling y'all, weeks shouldn't go by. Like, they gotta understand that's a whole nother opportunity for revenue as a company for them, if they don't already have a whole department dedicated to stopping the cheating. Not only does that give them more employees, that give them more tax write-off, that give them more insurance breaks, that give them a whole bunch of stuff. So if they don't already have that department, just business-wise, they hurting their own self. You got to spend the money you make anyway as a business. You're incentivized. It's incentives to spend more money as a business. So if they don't already have that established, like and they have a reason, they have a legit reason, they have feedback from millions of users, thousands of users complaining about cheating. So they have the reason to get that funding to have an entire department dedicated 24/7 to just stopping cheating. And people would want it there. Like, even if people had to pay an extra $2 even each user every year to contribute to the stop the cheating pot, I guaranteed you they'll do it. It wouldn't be a person, they buying all this extra shit. I guaranteed you, if you extra 3 million plus users that you have, $2 a piece, you got money right there. Because everybody would do it. So many people would do it that people don't want the cheating in the game. It's only like, okay, say out of the whole universe, about 100,000 people cheating. Them 100,000 people that's cheating, it's more people that's not and not willing to. That's how it always goes with evil versus good. It's way more good than you really think. It's just the evil people typically be more organized than the people that's good. The good people, we just out doing our thing, being good. That's the problem. We need to be more organized. As the evil people, they always organize. That's the only way evil exists, because it can't exist by itself. It's not strong enough. Good people, typically we can go out here, do what we need to do by ourselves. We can stand by ourselves. Evil always roams in a pack. It can't survive by itself. That's just the way it is, because anytime that it go heads up with good, evil loses. These are facts. Like, you even seen this from the movies they showed you growing up. Even if, no matter how bad things go, good is always gonna win in the end. At the very end, evil can have its moment of a reign of a period of time, but it will never be forever. I always said that with the cheating, it won't last forever. You know what I'm saying? The actual real good players will have the opportunity to rise back to the top. And I'm hoping this is a step in that direction. Like, because by the time that they were taking to do something, and by the time they got things fixed, the damage was already done. You got to think about it. The leaderboards from this year, they're corrupted. The records are already inflated. People's win percentages are destroyed or inflated. So if 2K is moving towards a system where every time a cheat pops up, they immediately counter it, that's exactly how it should be handled. It should be monitored 24/7. Y'all got $1 billion company. What the fuck is you doing? Why is you allowing if like I said, they don't have a full department staffed top to bottom, assistant, team leaders, and then like 4 to 10 people per team. Dude, what y'all doing? Like, I work at companies that work like this. Like, they don't allow something that's worth so much money to be corrupted unless they're participating in it. You get what I'm saying? Like, unless they're profiting off of it, it's no way they would allow it. No company I've ever worked for has such poor security for its product. Like, So if they don't have that, not only should every creator be calling for them to make that, because like I said, to stop the cheating fund, if they created that, everybody, it would generate, niggas don't want cheating in the game. So we would donate to create a whole center to stop the cheating. We want that. I want that. I'm pushing for that. Like, cause soon as something pop up, immediately counter it. That's exactly how it should be handled. You don't give cheating a time to grow. You knock it down the moment it appears. And if you keep doing it with permanent bans, the message become clear. Ain't nobody gonna really want to do it. It ain't gonna be profitable. They're gonna be getting tired of giving these dudes refunds who paid for these lifetime use of these codes, and they gotta process all these refunds. You hurt the hackers every time you mess up their code, especially quickly. The quicker you break the code, you gotta think them people gonna want their money back. So you attack their money by spending money, and you eventually break them because you got more money. Like, it's a money game. They don't have the money to compete, even if they got the hacking. That's why they should always counter their stuff immediately, because the quicker you counter them, the quicker you'll bankrupt your competition. I don't understand who's working at the board of 2K and why they ain't hired me, because I've been giving them the answers. To every single. This is what I do in real life. I am a problem solver at every single job that I work for, but it's just based on people's finances, numbers. I'm just looking at numbers, and I gotta answer questions about other people's numbers. Like, cause my job be to identify the problem within these numbers, within these codes, within these regulations. Like, so I see the problems within the 2K community, and I voice them immediately. I'm one of them dudes who I'm typically always on the unpopular side, and I don't care, because I'm here for the voice of the working man, the voice of the dude who don't always have a set team. I'm the voice for the casual player, the new player. I'm the voice for even a dude that's super competitive. I am across the board. Like, I am for the betterment of the game, period. Even if that means saying things the devs don't agree with, even if that means saying things other creators are not saying or they don't agree with, I don't care. I'm always here to push for things being played fair. Point blank, period. Like, now here's something I want the community to really think about for a moment. Behind every video game, I really want y'all to think about this. There's developers, designers, programmers, artists. I'm talking about people who spent years of their lives building something, even got student loan debts and stuff like that. For some of them, it could be their major first project, a big opportunity, a chance to prove themselves. Imagine working that hard on something only to watch a community destroy it because a group of people decided a virtual record was more important than integrity. And that's something I would never respect. You ruining somebody else's life and you think God gonna bless you because you saying it's just a game, but think about it, that is somebody else's work. Because most people cheating, they don't even do it for content. They ain't building no channels, they ain't building the communities, they ain't building no brands. They don't have the personality or the intelligence to do so, or the creativity. Like, they are doing it for stage streaks, wagers, tournaments, and leaderboard placements, and that's the truth. Most of those things are not actually paying these people that's cheating at the game. Like, majority of the community is just playing the game for fun. So why are you ruining somebody else's work? So why are you ruining the integrity of the game? Why are you creating a toxic environment? For what? A digital record that resets every year. That will never make sense to me, and it never will be respected. Never. Like, I feel for all the devs who had to watch their work. They said, y'all don't think that affect them? See, you not them. But if you was, then you would. You ain't even human, because you can't even emphasize. You can't even sympathize with the fact that a person will go. They're going through that. They're real people. They are watching you ruin their work. Y'all don't get that. Y'all grading this. There's something that they worked on is being graded on how you feel about it. You're ruining that just because you're not even giving a true perspective, because y'all not even keeping the context. And the fact of the mind is that majority of the people at the top are cheating at the game. So you got to think, if you can get a 50 win percentage in this game, you're going to be playing against a lot of cheaters. Like, that's the problem. Like, and people acting like that didn't affect how people felt about the game, that 100%, because if you don't have any cheating in this game, I don't care what anybody says, it's one of the top 5 2Ks, and I've been playing this game, I've been playing 2K since Dreamcast, so stop playing with me. Since we all used to be in the living room, you can't tell me nothing about this game, nothing about 2K, you can't tell me nothing about basketball, you can't tell me nothing about being competitive. If you cannot do 50 straight push-ups, if you can't jump off stat, get straight up and do 30 straight dips, then jump straight off that, and then go just knock out 20 straight pull-ups, and then go and just go start doing curls all within the same time, like no breaks in between. Stop telling me that you competitive, bro, because I really am. And that's why I just really want the game to be fair. I don't care what nobody say, because that's why I ain't never been a type to. That's why I stay away from wagers and tournaments unless we in person on a neutral console, because when money is involved, I always knew that integrity needs to be visible. Dudes cheat, bro, and every single thing if they can. Like, you really think dudes gonna be, man, dudes will be online talking crazy and scared to fight in real life. Do you get what I'm saying? If you not in person in most things, people ain't gonna be themselves. So now here's where things get really exciting. If the cheating is truly gone, then all the players who kept grinding the game despite the cheating are about to have a huge advantage, because think about what you've been doing already. We've been competing against software. Our defense had to adjust to impossible shot timing. Our reaction speed had to adjust to unnatural movement. Our patience had to adjust to unfair mechanics. You had to be calm even though you know you being cheated. So imagine what happens when all of that disappears, and now we're playing against actual human skill. That's when the real separation will start. The skill gap will clearly show, because now players who rely on IQ, positioning, passing, teamwork, and discipline, those players become more dangerous. And if you know my playstyle, you've been on my channel, you already know what that means. IQ philosophy becomes even stronger. Dominating the glass becomes more valuable. Inside bigs, when the game is being cheated, y'all do know that kills inside bigs completely, right? When dudes are greening everything, you fade greens, that kills inside bigs. There's no point in y'all. So you should never want cheating in the game. Any dude that's on an inside big, the moment cheating is gone, that literally increases the value of an inside big. So they may be back. Controlling the tempo, making the right read, punishing bad defensive rotations, turning defense into easy offense. The MVP style of basketball thrives in a fair environment. So if this patch really cleaned the game up, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, we about to start washing a lot of people. Like, all the high IQ people that play the right way, they're gonna be washing a lot of people, and you're going to see it in real time. Pay attention to the players who suddenly disappear. Pay attention to the players whose stats suddenly drop. Pay attention to the creators whose gameplay looks completely different. Because when all the software disappears, all that's left is real skill. And some people aren't ready for that reality. Now, I'm not celebrating anybody falling or failing, because that's not what a man of God would do. I am celebrating fair competition returning, because competition is what makes 2K meaningful. Like, the whole grind, what's the point of everybody cheating? That's what made a lot of people just instant. What's the point? I know they seen that they numbers fell off drastically. Even just if they looked at my account, how much I'm on 2K compared, I don't play it as much as I used to. And I'm honest with my community like that. I'm telling y'all, I was playing it maybe 2-3 times a week, or I play a few games, get off. I literally was just playing just to try to make content. Like, it got that bad. I wasn't enjoying it, because how can you enjoy it when every game they put me in, based on my skill level, I'm somebody on the court doing some fuck shit? Like, you even got an ego player who think he's better than what he is, so you gonna lose anyway. They all taking dumb shots, or you got to deal with somebody cheating. Like, it wasn't fun for me. So I'm really happy to hear this news, because competition, bro, it sharpens your ability. Competition is what builds respect within the community. Without fairness, competition will not exist. Now, before we wrap this perspective up, I want to say something to the developers whose names we'll never know. I tried to look them up, y'all, to shout them out in this video. They don't have their names. Like, all you see is the main players, the people you can look up anywhere and know. But the engineers, the security teams, the designers behind the scenes, the people who spent months trying to protect the integrity of this game and spent months of their life trying to develop it. If this patch truly works, then I want to personally say thank you. Because despite all the negativity, despite all the criticism, despite all the memes and jokes, there were still people working behind the scene trying to fix the problem. And there were people behind the scenes whose names you never know, who the problem shouldn't have never happened. I'm pretty sure that it's people who warned them that this could happen if they don't do these certain things. I kind of feel I feel it in my spirit that this development team was being sabotaged. That's why I can't find their names anywhere online who actually developed 2K26. And I was going to try to compare it to previous, like, why for some reason this 2K, even though I know from, like I said, been playing it since Dreamcast, one of the best 2Ks, for some reason I feel like it's being sabotaged. Like, there were still people trying to make this great, y'all. And if the patch restores that integrity in the game, then y'all work deserves all the recognition. Y'all the real MVPs. Now, MVP game, I'm about to jump on the game myself and test everything for myself. Everywhere cheating was hiding, and if the results are promising in the patch notes match, then get ready, because I got a bunch of content coming. New jump shots, build updates, passing style breakdowns, gameplay and strategies, everything I've been holding back because cheating made it all feel pointless. But if the playing field is fair again, then the daily 2K grind is back. And we're going to be building something special with this community. I'm telling you, because I'm going to be giving away 4 copies of 2K27. Like, all you got to do is lock in with me and you getting a free copy of 2K27 early release. So, especially if the cheating going, oh yeah, that we going back to, we giving away 4 copies for the set squad. So stay locked in, stay disciplined, and most importantly, pay attention to those who suddenly get very quiet, because exposure season might be starting. But until the next perspective, stay consistent, stay focused, and blessings to the Most High. Peace.
Hey.